Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Jordan, and today I'm going to be talking about Halloween Kills. This is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, you might not want to watch because there will be spoilers of the whole movie. So, yeah. And as usual, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. If you enjoyed the video, of course. And without further ado, let's get into the review. Of course, we got our returning cast. Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, Annie Matichak as Allison Nelson. It always gets confusing because everyone calls them the Strode girls, but their last name is Nelson. And then, of course, Judy Greer as Karen Nelson. Now, starting off with my pros, I want to talk about the flashback. It's one of the first things we see in the movie after the scene with Cameron finding Hawkins. And, dude, it's actually incredible. They need to win some sort of award for it from the prosthetics that they put on the guy who played Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis. That was incredible, and just the entire way it's shot, it just looks like it came straight out of that original movie. And the guy that they had to play Michael, Aaron Armstrong, dude, he did amazing in it. I'm not even gonna cap. The only thing that, and it's just a little nitpick, the only thing that I didn't truly like about the flashback was I love this part of the flashback, but the way they edited it, whenever he hops out like he did against Bob towards the officer that Frank shoots in the neck. Like, it's edited a little weird when he's banging him against the wall. Even though I love that scene, it's edited a little weird. I don't know if that's intentional or if it's not. Regardless, I was like, okay, yeah, this editing is like a little chaotic, but and then of course my next positive is basically, like, honestly, in my opinion, the biggest positive of the movie is James Jude Courtney, of course, is Michael Myers. Man, this dude is definitely the definitive Michael Myers, the best Michael Myers. He's got that Nick Castle like Michael Myers with him, with a little bit of Dick Warlock. I don't really care for Dick Warlock's portrayal, but he implements a little bit of his portrayal into it, along with Tyler Mane. So he's really brutal, while also having that glide that Nick Castle had as well, which is just the perfect Michael Myers. And Michael just goes out of his way to do creative kills in this movie, and they're awesome. It's incredible. From the firefighter scene, which I wish they would have showed us like him killing all the firefighters. They only showed him killing like 5 or 6, I guess, if you're including the guy whose hand he grabbed. But yeah, they only showed 6 of them. And then you got the old couple. That was great. And dude, when he started stabbing the old guy in the back with all the knives, I was like, bro, this is awesome. We get to see a little bit of Michael's, creative side and all that. And the way he moves his hands, he just like, I don't know. Let me see. Let me check out this knife. Or maybe he was just like, oh shit, that was kind of cool, and then just look back and grab the knife. Who knows? It's the mystery of Michael Myers, and I like that they showed that kind of through the eyes of the old lady, and that was just incredible. And then of course you got Big John and Little John. The way he killed them is pretty cool. And then he set them up like they were in their framed picture, also showing that side of Michael where he likes to prop up his bodies. I thought that was cool as well. The eye gouge, that was like the most realistic, just disgusting eye gouge I've ever seen in my life. Like, you can see like the eyeballs just coming out, like like that. When I saw that shit, I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he stabbed him in the armpit too. Like, that's, I don't know, that's just insane. And then of course the best kill of the movie, of course, Cameron. That was brutal. I'm gonna talk more about the kills in a second. But yeah, just Michael Myers, bro. Like, he did so incredible in this movie. And they go into kind of like the mystery of like Michael Myers. Like, you get the partner back in 1978 talking about the window. I kind of like it. It doesn't seem like it's too forced. It seems like it's believable. So I don't think it's like a bad thing. They bring it up so many times, and it's kind of a negative when we talk about how much exposition we get in this movie, like as if we haven't seen 1978 or all of them. But I understand, because you might get some people that haven't seen that original movie, and this might be their first Halloween movie experience. But yeah, again, back on the kills, Cameron's kill is just the best one, dude. It's not only does it have emotion because Allison is literally just sitting there forced to watch this shit, but also it's just one of the most creative Myers kills, dude. He just goes up, left, right, up. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny thinking about it, but then he walks down the stairs and he's like, he's not dead yet. Let me fix that. Like, that shit was just fucking hilarious, but it was sad as hell too. Yeah, and then what were all the other kills, man? I'm gonna be honest with you, I expected more on-screen kills, so that I was disappointed by, because people were like, oh man, there's gonna be so many kills. The trailers didn't even scratch the surface. They were right, but also, like, most of those kills were in a fucking montage at the end of the movie, bro. Like, and then 6 of the firefighters didn't even get killed on screen. But I still love the kills regardless. The whole end sequence was a little weird, like when he just started killing everybody because he got beat down, and I'm gonna talk about that more in a little bit, more about that scene of the Michael beatdown. But let's get into the comedy aspect. I think the comedy is a little better. There's more of it, but it hits a little more sometimes, like the Big John, Little John. I ate that shit up. That shit was hilarious. I didn't like the little, this is for Dr. Loomis. My dad liked it, but I thought it was kind of silly. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my fucking God. And I liked when the guy was like, Tommy Doyle about to fuck that boy up. That shit was fucking hilarious. And then just, if I think more about some of the comedic moments, I'll come back to it. But my next positive is the mask. I like the 2018 just plain old aesthetic of that mask. But this mask is still, different and unique, and it's still a really good mask, at least top 5. The burn left side, even if it's not realistic, who cares? But it's really great. And then just more on some of the characters. Allison, she's really great in this movie. I always liked Annie Matichak's performance in Halloween 2018, so it was great to see her have more of a bigger role in this movie. She was really low-key getting, them stabs in on Michael. She like, she missed the shotgun shot and then pulled out the knife and like, shing, 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 jab, and that motherfucker. Bro, like, this dude Michael is full-on supernatural. I know freaking David Gordon Green, I think that's who it was, said he isn't, but even after this movie, but nah, that's bullshit. This man literally, she stabbed him and it sounded like she was just fucking stabbing like goddamn steel or some shit, or a pad. Like, it was weird. Like, he's definitely supernatural as fuck. And but yeah, Allison was really good. Cameron, he's a little better in this movie, a little more likable, and it makes his performance in the last movie even better because it's the same night, and then you realize some of the shit he did in the last movie was while he was drunk, and he was actually a pretty good character whenever he wasn't drunk, at the dinner and just interacting with Allison. He was actually a good character. He wasn't terrible, only when he was drunk. But, he was a good character. Hawkins survives. They retcon that. I like that. I do think that was a good decision because I really liked him in the last movie. And it leaves it open for him to maybe come back in Halloween Ends as well. Jamie Lee Curtis, I liked her better in 2018, obviously, because she doesn't really do anything in this movie. Karen is a little better. She's not as irritating, and she doesn't give any more flat delivery like she did when she was talking to Allison in Halloween 2018. So I like her a little bit better. And I like how they integrate characters from Halloween 2018 into this movie, so it just is a smooth transition. You could literally cut both of these movies together and it'll be one big movie, way better than it was with Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. So I do like that a lot. I do enjoy the fan service. They bring back basically everybody. Lindsay Wallace, I think that's her name. Tommy Doyle, Marion Chambers, even though it doesn't make that much sense that she would be in this movie. Lonnie Lamb, or Elam now, I guess they changed it. I could have sworn it was Lonnie Lamb before, but it's Elam or Elam. But yeah, the fan service, they brought the Halloween 3 masks back, and that was pretty cool. I like how it's not just super fan servicey. The kids were just trick-or-treating with them on. of course. And if I have any more positives, I'll come back to it. But moving on to the cons, some corny ass dialogue. I didn't think any of Tommy's dialogue was corny, which seems to be an opinion of a lot of people about this movie, which I didn't get because I thought his dialogue was cool. The dialogue, Marion Chambers, when Tommy's going out of the bar, why did she say evil dies tonight? It doesn't make sense. She just straight up just says it out of nowhere. And then, this is for Dr. Loomis. That shit was corny as hell to me and personally. And just some of the dialogue Laurie says, I didn't mind it too much because I realize it's just a movie, I guess. But like, still, it comes off as a little bit cheesy. When Laurie's just talking like Loomis, and it was fine in 2018, but she's like really doubling down on it. Like she's really like, I don't know, like it's like an ego trip. Like, he's coming for me. They need to lock down the hospital. He's coming here. And also, why the fuck doesn't Allison tell her mom in that one scene that Michael isn't even after her? Because she knows she was riding with Dr. Sartain, like when he was dropping Michael off at Laurie's house. Like, so why didn't she say anything? That part was a little stupid. I'm not gonna lie. And then she even says a couple of things that are like, okay, yeah, a normal person wouldn't really talk like that. But I didn't mind it because Andy Matichak is a really great actor, so I enjoyed it all regardless. There was a lot of other. Oh yeah, and and then Officer what was his name? The guy from the original movie, Sheriff Brackett. He says that line. It's so out of place, and it's the one from the original movie. It's Halloween, Michael. Everyone's entitled to one good scare. You know, I'm willing to give that a little bit of slack, but still, I have to admit it is pretty fucking stupid. But you know, I'm sure there's a lot of a lot more corny dialogue as well, but those are just some of the things. And then, you know, the off-screen firefighter deaths. I wanted to see all of them. That would have been cool. You see the aftermath, but that's one scene they could have just left the entire shits in. And then, of course, stupid characters. The chick literally gets out of the car when Michael's in it. What was she doing for the entire minute Marion was getting killed and her husband was getting killed? What was she doing? It literally doesn't make sense, and that's the only part of the movie. Dude, I'm telling you, if they took that one part out of the movie, this movie would move up like, I don't know, 1 or 2 spots in my Halloween ranking. I still love this movie. It's pretty high in terms of my ranking. Halloween 2018 is probably number 2. I like it even more after this because some of the problems in Halloween 2018 are fixed, and I have a new, perspective sort of on Halloween 2018 as well that makes it a little better. But yeah, that's just so stupid. And then later she just starts shooting like from like 50 feet away, dude, and she's shooting at the car, not even through the window. Like, I don't even think she tried. And then she goes up to the car, and then he kicks the door open, and the fucking Desert Eagle just turns on her and shoots her. I thought that was pretty cool, though. It was a pretty good comedic. Yeah, that was another comedic part. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. That was one of the most funny parts in the movie. And then, I feel like they kind of wasted some of the legacy characters. Marion Chambers gets killed right away. Tommy Doyle gets killed, and he doesn't even really get to fight Michael like that. He just swings and then gets stabs in that poorly edited shot. I wish they would have shot that a little better. And then, of course, Brackett. Brackett. He gets killed. He never interacts with Laurie at all throughout the entire movie, which I don't really care that much about it, but I know people hate that. I think it's a little nitpick for me personally. I think they could have interacted, but I'm assuming that they still kept in contact a little bit over the years, but that's just an assumption. We really don't even know that. So the legacy characters don't do too much. I'm glad Lindsay survived. She may be in the next one, maybe not. And then the hospital mob scene where everyone thinks that this guy is Michael Myers and he looks nothing like him. I didn't think about it the first time I saw it. I thought it was a really good part, but now the more I think about it, it's a little stupid. Even though I don't mind it too much, but it still is stupid though. Like, I feel like people would know about this. Like Tommy, like a dude literally yells in Tommy's face at one point. Even it's not him, and he says, "Get out the way," and then assaults a police officer, which obviously would end him up in jail. I don't know. That whole scene is just stupid. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. But regardless, I think it'll. I don't know. It just bugs me a little bit. I still think it's a powerful scene. Has a little bit of emotion to it, and then the ending. I understand why they had to change it, obviously, because obviously for Laurie's not in shape to fight, and neither is Hawkins. So I think it's gonna take place 4 years later. They said it's gonna take place in present time. So I'm really excited to see how that happens. Overall, this is a good movie. I know I have quite a few cons, but regardless, it's still nowhere near the worst Halloween movie. It's one of the best. My opinion, Halloween 2018 is a little better overall. But yeah, just the things that I love about this movie overshadow the negatives, to be honest. But the ending, where they kill Karen, people say it's a homage to Judith's death, but as well as the death in Psycho of Jamie Lee Curtis's mom, whatever character she played in that movie. But overall, it was a little disappointing. It got better after each watch, though. I will say that. So I was disappointed coming out of it first watch, and then second watch I liked it a little better, and then I watched half of it with my brother, but he fell asleep, so I decided to go to bed or whatnot. But yeah, also I really liked the Michael Myers beatdown, because that's really realistic, and he got shot, and basically confirming he's supernatural despite what David Gordon Green says, which is stupid. He's definitely supernatural. And then he gets stabbed in the spine. At least I think it was the spine. Some people say it was like the shoulder, but I think it was the spine. That whole scene was great. I liked it. It was just so badass. It gave me chills when Michael picked up his mask and was like, "All right, I'm ready to go," and then he got his ass beat. And then Laurie does her little speech with Frank, and then Michael just pulls it out of his fucking back, his spine or whatever, and just slashes Brackett's throat. And then it goes to the scene which I kind of nitpick on, where the editing isn't too great. But regardless, overall this is a really good movie. I liked it a lot, especially upon second viewing. I think I'm for now give it a rating of 3.5 out of 5. Again, really solid movie, really fixable issues, which pisses me off, especially that nurse scene. That one scene being taken out would move this movie up quite a couple spots, I think. But just that's unforgivable. That doesn't make any sense how they let that go through. It's ridiculous. But again, 3.4 out of 5 for now. So yeah, good movie. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Press that bell so you get the notifications, of course, and stay tuned for new videos as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.